A 50-year-old woman needs her retirement savings to grow fast. We're going to look at her situation, so stay tuned. Thank you for watching. This is Richard with Wisdom Investor. One of our viewers asked how she can get her retirement savings to grow faster. Should she invest right now? So we're going to take a look at this situation and see what's the best thing to do in this case. Here's her message. I'm 50 years old and alone with no retirement. I don't have family of any sort, and there will be no inheritance. My Social Security will be only $700 per month. My income is currently $24,000 per year. I have no debt and $20,000 savings. I need to figure out how to make this savings grow quickly, but I'm not sure which direction to pursue. 1, should I invest in dividend-paying stocks, or 2, a Roth IRA? And so she goes on down here to explain her expenses. My expenses are low. Approximate monthly expenses about $1,750 per month. So she seems to have that under control. And so she explains more, but she wants to know if she should invest now or wait till the rock bottom. So we're going to review this case here. If you have any comments or suggestions, because we can't cover everything in this short period of time, leave your comments because they are most helpful. The next thing she wanted to know, and possibly her main question was, is right now the time to invest? We're going to take a look at the presidential cycle and see what the trend is for the stock market using the presidential cycle. So let's take a look at this. This is taken from a website called Market Oracle. Now this goes from 1928 to 2012. And here we are. We're right here, September year 3 in the presidential cycle. Now, she has good observations. Is the market possibly going to tank? She's been hearing about certain things happening, all kinds of news out there. We have a history of the market going down the last portion of the 3rd year in the presidential cycle. But if you look here, the 4th year can be pretty good. So finding a good point to invest here, I think, is real key here. If you can buy when the market is lower, then of course you have more room for growth. Let's look at some dividend stocks here and just see if we think right now is a good time to buy at the time of this recording. And we're looking at Verizon here. You can see Verizon over the last few years. This is back to about 2012 here on the left, going up to 2019 and almost into 2020. Verizon here has had a nice move higher, but it does have a tendency to move back down to this blue line here. So there's a possibility these stocks could move lower. It pays a dividend of 4.26%. So ideally, if we can buy low, sell high, we can take advantage of the capital appreciation of this stock, the price appreciation plus our dividend. That would be the ideal situation in a dividend paying stock or ETF. Here's AT&T, pays 6.65%. And let's look at Southern Company. Oh, it had a massive move to the upside. So again, I would much rather buy this low and allow it to have more capital appreciation. Pays 4.72%. So these are some stocks here that I personally like. Here's Procter & Gamble, massive move higher. And you can see pays 2.82%, PepsiCo 2.94%, and McDonald's 2.35%. Now let's take a look at how fast her money can grow, because she was asking about her money growing as quickly as possible. So let's just take a look and get an idea here of how fast money can grow. If she can get a 6% return on that stock, now again, some years are going to be bigger, some years are going to be less. Now, over the last 10 years, the market has actually done quite well. But let's just take an example of 6% return. This is not including the dividends from a dividend-paying stock. But we use the rule of 72. We divide 6% into 72, and that gives us 12. So at a 6% return, her money is going to double every 12 years, plus the dividends that she would receive. Now, if a person had invested after the last major stock market crash in 2009 up to today, If just in the S&P 500, that is a 300% return for you. That means over the last 10 years, your money would have tripled. So if you had $10,000 and then by now, 3 years later, that money would be worth probably over $30,000. Now, in this scenario also, I highly recommend our viewer to participate into a 401k and max out on that. Most companies will participate and will contribute to an employee, so that's free money. So she want to take advantage of a 401k. Okay, for our final analysis here for our viewer, let's just take a look at what we should be doing in this case. Okay, she has $10,000 to invest. A dividend stock is a great idea. I would not put it into a Roth IRA at this time. I would keep the money accessible so that if you need it, you can take it out and use it as needed. If you put it into a Roth or some type of a tax deferred vehicle, it can be a penalty depending on when you take it out. So just avoid the IRA at this time. Now, as far as a dividend stock, I would wait until there's a good buying opportunity and then buy low, sell high, allow the dividends to grow. And then if a person wanted to just go ahead and get started now, then of course do some dollar cost averaging. Take $1,000 per month and invest that amount into a dividend stock. The other option here would be a dividend ETF. It's much like a mutual fund. A dividend ETF will invest into multiple dividend paying stocks so that you don't have to do the work. If she has a 401k, participate in the 401k. Most companies do a matching, and whatever that company matches for you is free money. And I want to thank you for watching here. Hit the subscribe button if you have not done so already. Leave your comments on this particular situation. They are most helpful to myself and also to our viewer. And if you like any part of the video, hit the like button. So I want to thank you for watching, and you guys have a great investing year.